The first question that I get asked is, oh, well, what type of music is it? And I think that's really liberating, because there aren't too many musicians in the world that have that degree of freedom, you know, where they have a record contract, they put out records, people pay attention to them, but where the musician has a great deal of freedom to experiment with whatever genre I'm interested in. It's very strange how people perceive me as a musician, you know, because it depends what records they've been exposed to. Some people think of me as a happy dance artist. Some people think of me as a composer of film music. Some people think I make ambient music. Some people think of me as a rock artist. Basically, it depends what records they've been exposed to. The album is called Play because I wanted a short title. I like the word play. Every time I hit play on my VCR, my TV screen says play. And once I sort of got this word in my head, this word play, I saw it everywhere. Like every CD player, every cassette deck, every VCR, all my musical equipment, just play, 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 play. Play is certainly not a club record, although it's dance influenced and there's a lot of programmed beats going on. There are really only one or two songs on there that I could imagine playing in a nightclub. Honey, which was the first single off Play, I guess it came out in Europe in September of '98. It's really just this sort of simple combination of vocals that were recorded in about 1925 with a sort of old school hip hop track. The music was inspired by this band Boogie Down Productions, which was KRS-One's original hip-hop group.
Okay, roll camera, and face. Yeah, roll over. You don't know what to do, you don't know what to do. And Moby, enter. Good, okay, you guys clear? And squirt.
The vocals for Run On were recorded by this gospel group called Bill Lanford and the Lanfordaires in 1947. I bought this old gospel compilation, and the quality of the song was just, it was so eerie and powerful. So I sampled all the vocals and then wrote music underneath it. I like using my voice on songs. You know, like on Play, there's, you know, a few songs that I'm doing spoken stuff on. Then there's a few songs that I sing. I have a limited vocal range. Try as I might, I'll never have a beautiful female singing voice. Picking a favorite song, I imagine, would be akin to picking a favorite child. If I was to say that I had a favorite song off play, it would sort of seem like it's doing a disservice to the other songs. And maybe they'd get offended. I don't want to run the risk of offending any of my songs. In general, I find playing live to be really, really wonderful experience because I can do things performing live that I can't do in the rest of my life. If on an average day I'm walking down the street and I'm standing on top of a car, screaming at the top of my lungs, jumping up and down, banging on things, I'd get arrested. Whereas if I do it in a live performance, I get paid for it and people seem to enjoy themselves. It's extremely cathartic. By nature, I'm a fairly reserved person, so it's nice to have the ability to express extreme emotions performing that I couldn't express normally just, in my day-to-day life.
Bond. James Bond.
Working on movies, doing music for films, happened completely accidentally. There was this movie that got made about 6 or 7 years ago called Cool World. They called me up and asked me if they could use some songs I'd written in it. I guess that was just sort of the start of it, and ever since then there's been a pretty, steady flow of requests from directors and producers wanting to either use music I've already recorded or have me write music for film. It's fun because it's really nice to be able to go on a date and go to the movies and watch a movie and impress your date by saying that you did the music for it. I like the idea of playing. One of my regrets about being an adult is I don't play enough. I think that the quality of my life and the quality of just about everybody's life would be improved by playing more. I know that might sound like a really simple thing to say, but I don't know, I'm happier when I'm playing.